As Louis prepared to start Torrance High, he was looking less like an impish kid and more like a dangerous young man. High school would be the end of his education. There was no money for college. Anthony's paycheck ran out before the week's end, forcing Louise to improvise meals out of eggplant, milk, stale bread, wild mushrooms, and rabbits that Louis and Pete shot in the fields. With flunking grades and no skills, Louis had no chance for a scholarship. It was unlikely that he could land a job. The Depression had come, and the unemployment rate was nearing 25%. Louis had no real ambitions. If asked what he wanted to be, his answer would have been a cowboy. The person that Louis had become was not, he knew, his authentic self. He made hesitant efforts to connect to others. He scrubbed the kitchen floor to surprise his mother, but she assumed that Pete had done it. While his father was out of town, Louis overhauled the engine on his family's Marmon Roosevelt Straight 8 sedan. He baked biscuits and gave them away. When his mother, tired of the mess, booted him from her kitchen, he resumed baking in a neighbor's house. He doled out nearly everything he stole. He was big-hearted, said Pete. Louis would give anything away, whether it was his or not. Each attempt he made to right himself ended wrong. He holed up alone, reading Zane Grey novels and wishing himself into them. A man and his horse on the frontier, broken off from the world. He hunted the theater for the Western movies, losing track of the plots while he stared at the scenery. On some nights, he'd drag his bedding into the yard to sleep alone. On others, he'd lie awake in bed beneath pinups of movie cowboy Tim Mix and his wonder horse, Tony, feeling snared on something from which he couldn't kick free. In the back bedroom, he could hear trains passing. Lying beside his sleeping brother, he'd listen to the broad, low sound, faint, then rising, faint again, then a high, beckoning whistle, then gone. The sound of it brought goosebumps. Lost in longing, Louis imagined himself on a train, rolling into a country he couldn't see, growing smaller and more distant until he disappeared. The end of chapter 1.